Hi, my name is Sukaina, and together with Amadou, Betal, Cynthia, Nilofar, and Justine, we are going to explain more about the investment opportunities of Namibia. We're first going to talk about the country profile of the Republic of Namibia. Namibia is a deserted and diverse country in southern Africa. Namibia's territory is over 824,000 square kilometers with a population of about 2.3 million spread across 14 geographical regions of the country. Now, Namibia is one of the last countries to gain independence from Europe, and it became independent on March 21st, 1990. The country is also a member state of the United Nations, the Southern African Development Community, the African Union, and the Commonwealth of Nations. The official language of Namibia is English. Even though English is the official language, only a small part of the population actually speaks it. Namibia is a secular state. Religious freedom is constitutionally anchored. A population is half Christian, which makes their political office to be centralized with their strong Christian belief.
Page is the current president of Namibia, and he is from the SWAPO party. And the SWAPO stands for Southwest African People Party, which is the leading political party since before independence. The reason is because they fought against the German and the South Africans to gain their independence as Namibians. The civil rights and the environmental protection is enshrined as it is vowed by the government to protect and take care of. They also try to fight corruption, and which is also done. The government implements proofs to be provided of every asset that goes in and out of any transactions. There's also the economic policy is improving, which is great, and in the future it will be better.
Hi, I'm Nilo, and I'm going to be talking about the socio-economic framework within Namibia. Socioeconomics analyzes the factors contributing to the well being of each citizen within the society and translates their effect onto the economy. There are many socioeconomic factors, but I will specifically describe occupation and education within Namibia. Better employment rates affect the performance of companies and thus the economy as a whole. Of the entire population in Namibia, around 45% are economically active, and of those, around 20% are unemployed. Although high, it is still an improved figure compared to the previous years. The facts are clear. There is a strong young labor force ready to conquer the market, and the rise of small to middle-sized enterprises can be an effective solution to tackle this high figure. Since its independence, Namibia has worked to reform its education system into a more modern curriculum with English as the instruction language. As part of that effort, Namibia's biggest share of national expenditure since 2007 has been on the education, art, and culture sector. This ensured a 1.5-fold increase in the number of higher education enrollments by 2016. Most recently, Namibia also introduced the Basic Education Act to facilitate the obligation of inclusive quality education for all students.
It is highly beneficial to look more closely at the laws and regulations of Namibia before starting a business. The legal structure of a country is significantly essential to foreign businesses. The law of a country controls business practices, determines business strategies, privileges, and responsibilities that are included in business transactions. Welcoming the foreign investment, Namibia offers a strong base for stable, democratic governance and good infrastructure for companies to expand on. To boost economic development, fight unemployment, and diversify the economy, Namibia's government gives priority to attracting more domestic and foreign investment. To find out what starting a business in Namibia is all about, we consulted figures that represent the ease of doing business in Namibia. By consulting this report, we have an excellent view of the business sector and we have a way of comparing countries against each other. We looked at Namibia, and Namibia is not doing its worst, but we may say it could do a little better. Depending on the type of industry and the type of investors interested in it, it is advisable to gain a thorough understanding of all relevant local laws and regulations and to follow the right registration steps for you to register your company. These impact any business model, and early considerations are important. Our advice is to perform a bit of fact finding and to apply the relevant permits in advance. To find out what starting a business in Namibia is all about, Namibia provides exceptional investment in opportunities through various sectors. Key sectors or industries posing significant investment opportunities would be in agriculture, speaking to the householding needs, renewable energy, or the mining sector. And geographically, Namibia is well positioned, having two harbors at Walfish Bay and Lüderitz, as well as an established road and rail network. Thus, the country is a gateway to the rest of the SADC and the SACU countries, having a small population but providing access to large export markets.
I will be talking about the tax overview in Namibia. So the first one is income tax. The taxation process in Namibia is source-based, which means that the Namibian are taxed for their income. Meanwhile, for foreign residents, only the income generated within Namibia is taxed. And the second one is capital gains taxation. There is no capital futures tax in Namibia. However, earnings from positive capital exchange are subject to profit tax.
In this part, we are going to examine the house status model of Namibia. We have the first one is power distance. Namibia is considered to be a hierarchical community, so they really see that as really important. The next one we have individual versus collectivism. Namibia scores a low score of 30, which means they are a collective society. Then we have masculinity versus femininity. It means that, according to Hofstede, that Namibia is a feminine culture. Next, we have the uncertainty avoidance, which means that how certain they are about their future, and we can see that they don't have abundance, in this dimension. Then we have long-term versus short-term orientation, and we can see that Namibia has a low score, so they are a normative community. Next, we have restraint versus indulgence, meaning that they are no current store of Namibia, so we don't really have data about it. Now, this is our presentation of Namibia and the investment opportunities. Thank you for listening. See you soon. Bye.